The top of the Empire State Building.
Z100, New York.
Yo, what's going on? It's Maxwell and Crystal, and welcome to the brand new Z100 interview lounge. It's all presented by, as you can see here, the beautiful Hackensack Meridian Health. And our first interview in the new interview lounge is a superstar that we are just, thank you for letting us hitch along to this shining star that is just skyrocketing. We got Gail in the building. What up, dude?
Hello. Hi.
Thank
Oh my
you
gosh.
so much for making time for us. We're so excited to chat with you. We've been playing your song nonstop on Z100. So having you here with us now, so excited.
Oh my God. I'm so happy to be here.
Yo,
This is amazing.
When you think about your song, or your career, your growth, and as it begins to grow, but then you turn on radio stations like Z100 and you flip the TV on and you're like, holy crap, I'm catching a replay of myself on Jimmy Fallon the other night. Like, how does that stuff resonate in your heart right now? How proud are you of yourself?
I'm very proud of myself and like the work that I put into it, but also like I'm very like I wrote the song with my best friend, and I'm very happy that like I could help her get a song on the radio too. You know, it's like our first song together, and it's like been such an amazing experience to just like, I didn't release music for a year before ABC came out. I was releasing music kind of consistently, like every couple of months I was putting something out, and then I really wanted to wait and like make sure that the next time I put a song out, I can like do something of some sort,
And do it right and make that
You did
impact.
it.
yeah. And then
It's that.
thank you. And it also like it's crazy because like yes, there is an aspect of like, oh, I'm so proud of myself, the work I've done, whatever, but it's also like it isn't me, it's the people who are listening to the song, like they're listening to my song. Yes, like that is so spectacular and so amazing, but it's also like at the end of the day, it's the people who are making the song go number one on the charts and like do put it on the radio. I didn't put it on the radio like I did, but I did it, like if nobody listened to the song and I was like, put it on the radio, people would be like, no,
not gonna happen.
like it's not.
I can tell you with 100% certainty. So what? No, I'm just
not,
kidding.
yeah, but like they'll be like, who cares, and so like people like cared enough, and that's really what mattered the most. It wasn't like the work that I put in, like yes, this song wouldn't exist if I didn't like work at making music, but like people had to care to get the ball rolling, and so the fact that like any of that happened is just amazing to me.
Gail, I want to take it back because me and a lot of our listeners, this is the first time that they're hearing you talk, not just your song. So we want to hear your story. Like, where do you come from and how did your music journey start to get to where you?
Yeah, I'm from Dallas, Texas originally. And so I started singing when I was 7. And I remember, so I was in school and I learned about scatting. And so I came home and I was scatting a bunch. Like I just was doing it. I loved it. It was so much fun. But my mom was like, what are you doing? Like I was like 7 and I was just like, literally, she was like, what are you doing? Like, what is this? And I remember because I was singing so much and I would do it in public. That was the most embarrassing thing for her. She'd be like walking around, just holding my hand. I'm like, da, 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 like the poor thing. And so, and I also was very like, I just loved performing for my family. When it was like Thanksgiving, I would love to perform for my family. Christmas, there's so many embarrassing home videos of me being like, and so then my mom, because I came home and I was scatting, I wanted to learn more about like soul, more like soulful singers.
Yeah.
And so then my mother, she showed me a bunch of artists, but the one in particular I really remember was Aretha Franklin. And it was like either a 15 or 30-minute compilation. And I remember watching it and I was 7. And I remember in that moment dedicating my life to music because I was like, this is exactly what I want to be when I grow up. I want to be Aretha Franklin. Like that is who I want to be. And I would in no way say I'm in any way making Aretha Franklin's music 2.0. I think it would be offensive to try and even like compare the two. But to what started my love of music and the art of performance was Aretha Franklin and like her soul. I mean, and her performance and her delivery. She was my first concert. She was my first cover that I ever learned.
Are you
Like
kidding me?
I absolutely love and adore Aretha Franklin. Like she's
So to
genuinely
know,
Wait,
and
please
as you
tell
said,
me
not
you
to
saw
cut you
her.
off.
Her movie is so good. Did you watch it?
Oh
Yeah,
my God,
that's what I'm
Jennifer
saying. To know that you
Hudson.
embody it.
I can't even. Jennifer Hudson impersonating Aretha Franklin for Amazing Grace. Excuse me? Excuse me? Hello?
And her
It's
song
so
is so
good.
bad too. Like she
Oh
like
my God.
It's
That's why
really,
to
yeah.
know that that's out there, to watch you get excited into the Zoom camera. So you know it's real when you do that. You know what I'm saying? She
Like,
stood up.
so good.
Yeah.
I never loved a man the way that I loved you. Just even like having the band put it together slowly, and even just the way that I was talking about how what it was before and then what she turned it into,
Yeah.
you know, or even what she did with her first albums, because I also felt like the earlier parts of her career aren't always like the most talked about, because obviously when it's like the most successful, that's going to be highlighted. But like she was with another label, and the other label was because like automatically having this assumptions of
Wait,
like
hold on. We can go on for hours talking about
oh my gosh. I know. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm like talking about Aretha's career. Like,
No, I love it.
This-
It's great to see that you're so inspired by her because like
I'm very passionate about just
creating
her
music
performance.
with that soul in your heart, creating music
Yeah.
and writing songs, and also, you know, heard a lot of similarities to someone else who I adore and is one of the best songwriters out there on the planet that I know that you look up to also, Julia Michaels. Feeling that you are coming from that space and sharing your stories, your friends' stories, and it's connecting on such a grand scale. What does that mean to you?
I mean, it means absolutely everything to me, because, you know, Aretha Franklin is who made me fall in love with like singing and performance. But then like Julia Michaels was somebody who came in and really made me fall in love with the art of songwriting.
Yeah.
And even specifically like what she was able to like hear as pop music and then like change it into what she was doing was so interesting. And her lyricism, like I found it so inspiring. And also like the hardest thing as an artist is to take what inspires you and to make it into something different. You know, not saying that ABC is a song that's never been done before and it's groundbreaking and all this, whatever, you know, whatever people are being like, that's not different. But like,
It's
you know,
different though.
but
It's a story told differently.
yeah, I appreciate you saying that. And like, I try and be original and I try my best to do different things. But the one thing I really loved about Julia is like her ability to be a writer for other artists while also being a writer for herself and her artist project. And it was just something that was really inspiring to me. And even just like her production and her lyricism and her melodies has always been something I found very inspiring. So the fact that people can like hear my music and associate it with that, but then also like be able to take combinations of other artists and like make it into something different is something I've really like appreciated.
I was also gonna say we can't forget about her love for Flamin' Hot Cheetos. So
yes.
you know what I'm saying? That's up there.
Queens,
Really
all
high.
Yeah, for sure.
Now,
We gotta
like,
swing back. And what do you say,
I just
Crystal?
want to, where we are right now,
Yeah.
New York City. We chatted before we hopped on the Zoom that New York City is very special to you. Can
Yes,
you
it
share
is.
about that? And
Yes, NYC, baby. No, I love New York. It's an absolutely like magical place. I love walking just down the street and seeing a bunch of people and knowing that they're all having somewhere to be, they have something to do, and they're all like their own individual people doing different things. And it's not the same people, like it's just people from completely different places doing genuinely like completely different things. And they do genuinely have people here that are trying to be, it's also the same with Nashville, where it's like there's people trying to be the best of the best here, and that's really inspiring. It's also very cutthroat and can be really intimidating. It depends which side of the tipping scale one is on that day, but it's something I find like genuinely like generally really inspiring.
And also, I'm gonna take the chance to chime in here. You're in the city for a reason. I mean, just a little bit ago, you hit the stage for your television debut with Jimmy freaking Fallon. You know what I mean?
I did.
Stage as the legendary Roots crew, bringing your song to life there. Bringing your song to life then. Explain it.
Honestly, the biggest thing was remembering not to curse. That was very difficult.
We chatted about that, huh, Max? We were like, hard to try not to say those bad words.
It took, when I tell you, it took so much mental effort to not do it, like so much mental effort. I also couldn't say A, B, C, D, E, F, U. I just say forget you. So
Yeah.
even just saying that, like also because when I was on tour, I did the angrier version, which is the one that has, of course, the most curse words, because
Yeah.
of course, any opportunity I have to
You're
say
going
the
for
F
it.
word,
Yeah.
apparently I go for it.
Have you seen that video on what is either it's TikTok, it's Instagram, where little girl comes in the room. Mom, can I say a bad word? Mom, can I say a bad word?
Yeah, no, I love it.
Was it like, did you have to practice over and over, like for the
I
past?
did. I had one in Nashville where it was like my boys, my dudes, where we were just like in the band and we practiced all day. We did literally one song over and over again for hours. And then we practiced in the hotel room, and that was more surreal than anything, honestly. It was because like Jake's the drummer, and like he had drumsticks with him. He didn't have his drum kit, obviously, because they're in a hotel room, and he like did air drums, and then like Max had his bass and I had my guitar, and like just to be practicing in the hotel room like the night before the show was so surreal. Like that was so amazing. Also, like there's little stuff like the second chorus changes lyrics, like it says Craigslist couch and all that. I forget my own lyrics. I don't know why I felt the need to be artsy and change the lyrics. It's been a pain more times than it hasn't, but you know what, I felt the need to be dramatic, and here I am. So also not remembering that, like remembering my own lyrics was a good one. And like little stuff like the first pre is 4 on the floor right away, and then the second pre it's 4 on the floor on the second half. I dropped my pick halfway through the song. I mean, like little stuff like that, trying to remember to do. But overall, I mean, it was such an amazing experience. Like I was originally supposed to just like go on the show, and he heard it like backstage, and so then he decided to do the couch interview, which was a complete honor and such a surprise. And then I made a TikTok with him.
That too. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
iconic.
That was
Awesome. We've talked on how your song ABC is like a breakup anthem. You know, you turn it on, you can think of the guy that just this matches perfectly to.
or girl.
Like, I'm assuming this was about a real guy. If it was, do you still talk to that person, or is it like completely?
Oh, I blocked him on everything.
As you said, 2022, we ain't here for that stuff. No.
I blocked him on text. I blocked him on Instagram. I blocked him on TikTok. I blocked him on Snapchat. I blocked him on everything.
And just know this, Gail. Every time he turns on a radio station from here to Kuala Lumpur, he's hearing that message. And that is all you need to know, is that you have created something that was so true to you, true to the moment, true to what so many people are hearing, that it is on every single radio station from here to Kuala Lumpur. So you did the dang thing, my girl.
Thank you. I tried my best.
Supporters and followers and listeners that are just rooting for you every single day with this song.
I mean, thank you for not hating me. Like, I really appreciate it. And thank you for genuinely making my dreams come true. Like literally every single person, if you stream that song, you are helping it in some way. It is in everybody else's power. I can scream on top of my lungs to listen to that song, and I genuinely, until I lose my voice, I could say that, but I can't make anybody like it. I can't make anybody listen to it. And so thank you to the people who do, because there's only so much I can do, and I can drive myself crazy trying to get people to do it, and people doing it naturally is absolutely amazing and such an honor, truly. And like, you know, we're all in this together. I'm just getting started. You know, this was my first song through Atlantic, and I want to come out with more and do more and say more. And I'm not just angry all the time, you know, I get sad and I get happy, and I get maybe both at the same time. And that's the plot twist, you know? So I'm just really excited to get to do music, and I would not be able to do this without people listening to it. So we're
here for you. It's an open door policy. You know what I mean? You had a chance to chat to our main man, Pots and Pans, Elvis Duran, and now hanging out with us here in the Meridian Health interview lounge. I just got to say, thank you. Thank you so much, Gail, for just being, again, true to you. And yeah, putting your emotions out there and being willing to tell your story. And yeah, we can't thank you enough for that. All right.
No, I can't thank you enough for caring. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Before we go, Gail, what are you working on? Like, are you working on a whole album, maybe an EP? some more video?
Yes, I'm definitely working on a body of work, but I'm coming out with the song this month.
Ooh.
So,
We're here. We're
let's
with
hope
it.
people don't hate it. Let's hope
There we
people
go.
don't hate
We
it.
won't. Once
Song.
again, ladies and gentlemen, from the Hackensack Meridian
Wait, Gail,
Health Interview
more time.
Lounge.
Hold on.
I can't wait. I'm keeping it a surprise.
Oh, okay. Cannot wait.
It's a little secret.
You, superstar in the making. Thank you for being who you are. Really appreciate the time, Gail. You stay out of trouble whenever you want to make your way to the studio. As soon as COVID stuff happens, like I said, open door policy. All right.
I'd love to be there. Would love to be
Right
there.
on, girlfriend. You take care.
Thank you. You as well.
Yeah.
Stay safe out there.
Later, skater.
From the top of the Empire State Building.